Hi to the beautiful people watching this video. I'm Anshika and you're currently watching my YouTube channel. I was trying to do a different intro, but I don't think I succeeded. Anyways, this is my February reads video, which was supposed to be on my channel in March, but I didn't shot it then. Why, you ask? Oh, I already told you, I am big time procrastinator. So I didn't shot it, and I was just thinking that I would do it for 2 months together. And then March ended, and now it's like today is 12th. Today is 12th or 13th Feb, I don't know. Today is 12th Feb, and even that is gone. I don't know which date today is, and it is making me very uneasy. Whatever date it is, whatever. So what I am saying is, I forgot what I was saying. No, I was saying that this video is my February read, because I know if I wait until April, the whole year might pass, and I won't be able to tell you what I read in which month. And I was very particular that I want to make separate videos of each month so I can know my progress, and you guys can know each month also that what am I reading, and you can read as well with me or without me, however you feel like. So this Little Women was supposed to be my Christmas read. I was thinking that this book begins with Christmas and it also ends with Christmas. So I was thinking that I would read this in Christmas, but that couldn't happen. I started it on I'll let you know, 22nd, which is very around Christmas, but I finished it. I am so ashamed of it, I can't even tell you. I finished it on 27th of January. Okay, I was kinda in a reading slump, I won't lie. And the book also, it's like a children's book, more of a kind. Like I saw it was recommended in my younger sister's syllabus to read beside the curriculum, and she's 9 and I am 21. So when I was reading it, I did felt, at that time I was 20, now I'm 21. At that time I was feeling like okay, yeah, it is skittish, but then it gets better. Like after, if you can see, which you can't most probably, like in the beginning there aren't many sticky notes, and then in the end it's like everything, you know. So it gets better halfway through. So it took me whole of January to complete it. It doesn't mean that it's not a good book. It's a great book if you're not in a reading slump. Don't pick up any classic if you are in a reading slump, or if you're getting into reading. Don't start with classics. I would never recommend it, because it would take you months to complete it, and then that would kill your morale maybe, or just your liking for reading in general, and we don't want that. Nobody wants that. Anyways, then I ordered Bell Jar. I did had this book. I saw this book on some discount, I'm sure, and then I ordered it and I read it. It was terrific, but again, this was the time when I was a reading slump, so it took me again kinda month to complete it. But like, I started it on 27th January itself, okay, and I finished it on, I'm proud of it, 22nd of February, 3:52 a.m. You see, this book is amazing. It felt very relatable, and anyone who has read this book or will read this book will know how problematic that is. Okay. But I loved it. I love Sylvia Plath. I love her life ever since I have read about her, ever since I've read some of her poems, and I very much look forward to reading more of her. This book, basically, I can give you the synopsis of it. I can actually give you the review, but I don't think I can do justice to it right now. I didn't plan this video, so I didn't plan what to say, and but I can just let you know what this book is about, which I didn't do with Little Women. First I'll do with this and then Little Women. The Bell Jar, novel by Sylvia Plath, first published in January 1963 under the pseudonym Victoria Lucas. So she didn't publish this book under her real name. She chose a fake name to do that. Pseudonym means that. Victoria Lucas, and later released posthumously under her real name. The work, a thinly veiled autobiography, chronicles a young woman's mental breakdown and eventual recovery, while also exploring societal expectations of women in the 1950s. Plath committed suicide 1 month after the publication of The Bell Jar, her only novel. The novel was inspired by events that occurred when Plath was in her early 20s. Although the work ends on a hopeful note, Plath took her life in 1963. Her acclaimed poetry collection, Ariel 1965, was published posthumously. The Bell Jar continues to endure as one of the classics of 20th century American fiction. There has to be more to the story. The Bell Jar continues to speak to us because it shows how the big picture issues, the social and political problems that are out there plaguing the world at large, affect the individual at the deepest and most personal level. Oh my god, I would never stop recommending this book to people, and even though they might think that I'm crazy or something is really wrong with me, I don't care. I loved it, and I know that it's a great book, so read it and then decide. So I would read the synopsis of Little Women as well for you, even though I should be giving you a review, but I don't really know how to review anything, to be honest. I won't be doing justice to it. I already know that, so I am not going ahead and wasting your time as well as mine. So, rich or poor, we will keep together and be happy in one another. This is a quote from the book. So, Christmas won't be the same this year for Meg, Joe, Beth, and Amy, as their father is away fighting in the Civil War and the family has fallen on hard times. But though they may be poor, life for the four March sisters is rich with color, as they play games, put on wild theatricals, make new friends, argue, grapple with their vices, learn their mistakes, nurse each other through sickness and disappointments, and get into all sorts of trouble. Alright, so that's Little Women for you, and you should definitely give it a read. Then I read, it's very weird because I completed 2 books in 2 months, and then I completed 3 books in a week or 10 days. So yeah, that's it. Also because they were young adult fiction, so it is easier to read them, definitely. And this one, The Fault in Our Stars, I like this book as well. I wasn't really thinking that I would, but I did like it. 22 February I started it and I ended it on, I need to know when did I ended it. Oh my god, I wrote something also. On 26th of Feb. So yeah, I read it in 4 days, right? Yeah, 4 days. So yeah, I loved it. I can't emphasize that enough. I absolutely adore this book, even though it was a romance and young adult fiction, which is not my genre. But still, I liked it because I have this in my bookshelf in my TBR, so I thought, why not read it? And I did. And that's about it about this. And then I think then I read 27. Yeah, so no, wait. Then I read The Boys in the Striped Pajamas. So I'll tell you why I chose The Fault in Our Stars, because I had read The Bell Jar and it is quite a heavy book. So I always think like that if I've read a heavy, devastating book, then my other book I would want to be something light, something fun, something, but turns out I don't buy light and fun books because I don't like them very much. I like devastating stuff. And then I took out The Boy in the Striped Pajamas and I read it, and it was absolutely soul crushingly great. It was so good, so good, so good. And I can't even describe how good it was. Like, oh my god, wow, John Boyne, I don't know how to pronounce your last name, but you did a fab job. You did great. You did amazing. So basically this book is about two boys. If I give you a rough picture, one is a Nazi, like one's father is like a Nazi official, commander something, and the other one is in the concentrated camps, and they somehow form a friendship, and then a lot of stuff happens, and then the ending happens, and then you're absolutely like, what? No. But I was so glad that they didn't give it a fairy tale ending, and they kept it realistic even though it was fiction, and I absolutely loved it. And that got over in a day. I began it 26th and I ended it on 27th, I'm pretty sure, or 26th itself, I don't know. Yeah, 27, 12:30 a.m. Thanks. Then the last one, it actually took me till March to complete it because I also fell sick during this period. So the Spanish Love Deception, it was all right. I won't say it was great, but it was a fun read. Sometimes it felt like a stretch, sometimes it felt like good, and I read it completely. And I don't have much to say about it. If you are into romance and romance comedy sort of things, then you should definitely give it a try. But for me, it didn't live up to where these books lived up to. So yep, those were my February. So I'll tell you when I began with this. I began with this on 27th of February, and I ended it on my birthday, I think 3rd of March. So yeah, and I didn't plan it to be my birthday read at all. It just happened to be. I thought I'll finish it very quickly, but no, it was a 400-page book and I should have been more smart. Anyways, that were my February reads, except for one. I just read 4 books in February. Not bad for me, since I read one in January. So yeah, and thanks for watching the video. Thanks for everything. I'd really appreciate if you would like my videos as well, and leave your reviews or whatever you feel like in the comments. I don't just expect good stuff all the time. You can criticize me, I don't mind. And also to all the people who have subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. And also I would really be grateful if you would hit the bell notification as well, so that I can know who subscribes to my channel and you can get my videos, you know, the moment I share it. And yeah, thanks for watching.